Hello my friends, welcome to the metal shop. This is just a preview of a upcoming project that I've got going on here. I'm going to do a fast Eddie Clarke from Motorhead Ace of Spades Stratocaster. Just a guitar that I thought was pretty cool for quite a while. I have this, I think this is made in Mexico, or I'm not even sure where this thing was made. It's a real Fender product, but who the heck knows? Is it Asian? Is it Mexican? It's definitely not Japanese or USA, so it's some very inexpensive guitar. Remember these Axe Sax spandex covers that you could get for guitars? You remember the guys remember these things? Only if you're older. If you were alive in the 80s, do you remember these? So yeah, so it's spandex cover, and the idea is, I guess, if you put your pickguard over it, you can't really tell that it's a spandex cover. It was a cheap way. Back in the 80s, everybody had graphics on their guitars, and the graphics were all airbrushed and hand painted, and quite honestly, they were pretty expensive and out of the reach of most people, most guitar players. So this was kind of a cool option, I guess. Bear with me. So I was gonna do, something along these lines. You see that looks terrible. That looks pretty cheesy. This is a Eden guitar, I think. Pickguard for 2 humbuckers. Something I picked up pretty cheap off of eBay. But that's what it was gonna be. But whatever, that idea came and went. So anyway, so the Axe Sax is just on there just to protect this body while it's laying around in the shop here. This is actually, not a bad two-tone burst guitar. Like I said, some kind of a Fender product here. Fast Eddie's guitar was a natural finish. He had sanded all the finish off, and it was just, I might have had it look, kind of had like a sheen to it. It had a clear coat or an oil applied to it, something of that nature. So, and this looks like, since it was a sunburst, it looks like they actually used a pretty nice piece of wood. I don't think that's a veneer. That honestly, it appears to be one piece of wood. So, kind of cool. The neck pocket here is a tragedy. If you can see that, it is rounded in the corners here, and it's not going to be covered up. If you had a 22 fret neck with the little shelf, the overhang shelf, I suppose it would cover up this garbage here, but I'm using a 21 fret headstock with the large 21 fret neck with a large headstock, 70s style headstock, like so. This is just a cheap Squire that I picked up off of eBay, but I picked it up because it's a nice looking neck. Look at that headstock. I put my special, I have a tinted tongue oil, some special ingredients in there, that my own special kind of mixture that I made up that I put over this. You can still see Squire a little bit. I tinted the fretboard. This was a very, very, very light fretboard, as they usually are. It looked terrible, so I used some of the Fivings black oil dye that you get this stuff from Stuart McDonald. Pretty good stuff, and this is actually even used by major guitar companies. I know Gibson uses this. Fender might use this on their top of the line USA products when they have a light colored rosewood board. They will use that dye first. So anyway, so I dyed this black, and then I went over it with my special tinted tongue oil. And the back of this neck is, it looks and feels amazing. The fact that it's a Squire is a good thing because it doesn't have that heavy, typical Fender heavy lacquer finish on it. So, but the fitment is not, you'll see, is not that great here. If I can get that in view. Oh, this is next to impossible here. Let's try this. Go this way. Oh, come on. I'm hitting the camera. I can't. It's terrible. Fitment here is terrible anyway. Not doing a good job of showing it, but trust me, take my word for it, it is. Anyway, but that's what's going to get. And his Fast Eddie Clarke's was a hum single, and later on he had a DiMarzio X2N, DiMarzio Super Distortion, cream colored, like in the cream colored single coils. But in the first iteration of the guitar, early on, he didn't have the marijuana leaf sticker here in the back. He had a black humbucker applied to his guitar. If you look closely in the very grainy, crappy, low quality Ace of Spades video. So I picked up one of these. This is a real Fender, genuine, solid brass pickguard, and these sell for, I know, here I am again with the price on this stuff. I'm not sure if you can see that or not. $100, but they don't make these anymore. They stopped making them, and apparently they can't give them away now. I think I picked this up off of eBay for $40 with free shipping. Nice. It's, you know, nice, solid, you know, nice and solid steel brass plated part, or pretty solid brass. Who the heck knows? But anyway, it's gonna get that. It's got to be modified for a humbucker in the rear position. I have left over from another project I did, another 70s replica. I did an Yngwie Malmsteen Strat, and when I bought it, I bought a logo, and as they often do, these guys on eBay sell you 2 logos. Like, you know, you pay for one and you get 2 in the box. So this is what's going on there, and I have the little with contour body decal going on there. And again, I'm not making fakes here. I'm not passing off a fraud to anybody. I mean, I probably will sell this guitar on. I mean, I'll make it and nice and sell it on, but it's going to be sold as a parts guitar. It's not going to be sold as, you know, anything USA, nothing like that. That Yngwie Malmsteen guitar that I made, I sold it on for just what it was, as a parts guitar. I think I got $500 for it. It was pretty good. You know, had a scalloped neck and brass nut and real YJM DiMarzio pickups. And anyway, that's neither here nor there. So anyway, it's just a quick little preview of upcoming project, the Fast Eddie Clarke Ace of Spades Stratocaster that I'm planning on building. So yeah, so I am going to have to sand off the finish on the body, and I will probably use that same kind of special blend of tongue oil on the guitar, just to kind of yellow it out, kind of even it out a little bit. So I'd love to hear your thoughts and your comments on this. So as always, thank you for watching, and see you in hell, my friends. Later.